What's up everyone, John from ARTV. It's time for a review of the exciting brand new 9 Inch Nails EP, not the actual events. Now you guys probably know 9 Inch Nails. They've been a staple in the rock and even industrial community for decades now. Mainly Trent Reznor of 9 Inch Nails. It's really his project. He just brings along other band members, other guests. It kind of has a revolving door cycle with the members of this band. But finally, for this new EP, he has brought on as a full-time band member Atticus Ross. Now, if you don't know Atticus Ross, you've probably been missing some great film scores and soundtracks over the past few years. I first heard them on The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Thought they did a chilling score for that one. I was hooked. I love the movie. I love the score. It just kind of gave it a haunting feel, and 9 Inch Nails is great at doing that. Over the years, they've had some more aggressive stuff for sure, but the reason why a lot of their music is so haunting and leaves an impression on you is because it's memorable because of those lyrics and just the movement of the music itself. It's almost unnerving, and we see them getting back to the basics of doing that on this EP. It is very raw. It's hard hitting it in your face a lot of the time, and even the more lenient moments really get the job done in a different way. I like that they can be a little bit ambient but still get a point across. Now, what I'm taking away from this EP is Trent Reznor, obviously now sober in his almost 50s at this point. He's kind of nearing this comfort level, and he's almost uncomfortable with being comfortable, and now it's like crawling around inside of him. He's just got to get it out somehow. He feels all of this tension, and if you look into the lyrics on this project, I was reading along on Apple Music. I love that feature that they have where you just have the lyrics right under there. Very, very convenient. I was just reading along and I was like, oh my, yeah, I didn't realize he was saying that under the words and all of these loud industrial sounds and the electronics on moments like Dear World. That one is really just a note kind of telling how he feels about things right now, and I don't think that it's maybe necessarily just to the world. It seems like he's maybe talking to himself as well, and I like how that one is kind of stylized. It's stylized as Dear World, comma, like he leaves it open-ended, and I feel like that's what that song accomplishes as a whole. Now, overall, how does this EP sound? I would definitely describe it as something like maybe some of their older work meets like With Teeth. That was the 2005 release that I thought was great. A very successful album for 9 Inch Nails. The first album that I ever got hooked on from the band, and from there went back, checked out some of their earlier works, like obviously The Downward Spiral, and fell in love with that. So I definitely owe a lot to that project, and I'm definitely picking up some of those themes and tones once again here, and most notably on the track The Idea of You. That is a monster, one of those songs that really crushes you with its riffage. It's just very in your face. It has kind of like a synthy breakdown in the middle of it, kind of an industrial grind that really just rocks out, adds in those harsh guitars, and there is an emphasis on repetition on this record, but it works in the best way. They build up, and it's like you're on the edge of your seat. It's almost unnerving, like I was talking about before, because you don't know when something is going to change, when the next thing is going to hit you, or what exactly the lyrical content is going to hold, and I think that's why the project grips you so tightly, and why I keep coming back to it. I probably listened to this thing 10 times in a row today, just so easily, because it goes down smooth. It's like 20 minutes long. It's a very compact project. It's concise with what it wants to do, and it definitely drives its points home. Now, another fantastic song that I didn't like on first listen. I don't know why I started on this song, but I just saw there was a YouTube stream for it, and I clicked on it. The final track, track number 5, Burning Bright, Field on Fire. That is the one that I heard first, and it was very weird to me. It's like 3 minutes, and you're in it, and you're hearing all of these weird sounds. I don't think that that's the best place to start. Honestly, this goes down best as an entire listen. Listen to the whole EP if you're going to listen to it. There are a few songs that you could cherry pick off, but if you just want to get into the EP, I wouldn't say, oh, listen to Dear World, or oh, just listen to The Idea of You, or even Branches and Bones. I think that this is something that you should sit down, make some time for, and really dedicate yourself to. I talked about the fierceness of The Idea of You, and that's one that really impacted me the more I listened to it. I find that to be the most compelling song on the project, but one that I also have to give kudos those two is the opening moment, Branches/Bones. That's one that has very crunchy guitars. The only complaint on it is that it's not quite long enough. I mean, 1 minute and 47 seconds. It does an effective job of opening up this EP, but it goes straight into Dear World, and it's kind of an abrupt transition. I get what they were doing there, and it is very interesting as a jarring effect. I think it works, but I just wanted to hear a little bit more. I love the guitars there and kind of the howled vocals from Reznor, and we do get that throughout. Some of them are more whispered and calm, almost a little bit manic. We see that on like She's Gone Away, one that is probably my least favorite and just the most, I don't know, out there and kind of tedious track on the entire project. It's 6 minutes long, and while there are moments that I really enjoy from it, it just keeps building, and I don't really feel like there's that much of the payoff in the track. There's everything from the aggressive moments that I talked about to the abyss that really is She's Gone Away. That's one that you can just kind of get sucked into like a black hole. It's a weird moment, and I don't want you guys to think that I hate that song. There's just a few moments like that, and really Burning Bright, that I just don't care for quite as much, but they're still pretty effective in what they have to do, and they're not a total waste of time. I could see myself coming back to this EP as a whole. There's several great tracks on here. The Idea of You, Branches and Bones, and even Dear World especially are ones that truly fascinate me. So overall, I definitely give this a recommendation. Go check it out. A nice little early Christmas present. And keep in mind, guys, next week is Throwbacks Week, so do not miss out on that. December 26th through December 30th, followed by a very special video on New Year's Eve. Me personally, I'm gonna go with a light 4 out of 5 for Not the Actual Events, the new EP by 9 Inch Nails. Let me know your thoughts on this EP in the comment section down below. Smash the like button while you're here to let me know that you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel because friends don't let friends go and subscribe. Check out my last 9 Inch Nails review right here, or click right here to see another recent review that I did on the channel. Social media linked in the description. Other than that, I'll see you very soon right here on ARTV.